You've likely seen the name Aidan Fulp linked to the New York Islanders right now, and you're probably saying, who is Aidan Fulp? Well, here's the answer. Hit that subscribe button, do not miss a video. Also, go to Twitter, follow at TLOMitch. That's me. Don't miss any breaking information about Islanders prospects I've yet to cover on the channel. Yesterday, the New York Islanders were rumored to be the front runner to land NCAA prospect Aidan Fulp. Now, you might be saying, I don't really know who this guy is. What do I need to know about him? Well, let's jump to his Hockey DB page real quick. And usually I do elite prospects, but just there's a ton of ads on hockey prospects, or elite prospects, if you will, and not that many here on Hockey DB. So either way, Aidan Fulp is a right shot defenseman, already massive for the New York Islanders, and the reason, probably the reason why they're chasing him. The Islanders, as you saw in the last video, have two right shot defensemen in the prospect pool, and I'm not counting Grant Hutton amongst them. They've got Bodie Wild, who's playing in the ECHL and there. And then you have Thomas Mahu, who's been at the USHL level, just making his career, or beginning his career next year at the college level. This guy, Aidan Fulp, has already played 3 years, his junior level season at the college level, and is ready to go pro, it seems. So what else do we know about this guy? Well, he's... again, right shot defenseman, 6'4" is what he's listed at here. I've seen him listed at 6'3" in other places, so somewhere between 6'3" and 6'4", depending on how deep of a breath he takes before measurement. And then the weight is 216 pounds here. I've seen around 220 type of thing. So 6'3", 220 pounds, about something like that, give or take an inch, give or take, I don't know, a couple of pounds. This guy's got an NHL frame. That's the takeaway here. Not the exact number, but that he comes into this with an NHL frame. So there will be no questions of, well, he's too small. No, not at all. He's above average, slightly above average for NHL size. Okay, well, what about production then? Well, you probably already took a glance at this when I showed you the page the first time, but the production doesn't jump off the page. Right, 11 points in 25 years in his freshman year, 13 points last year, his sophomore year, and then 15 points this year. But as you know, he's a defenseman, and you're probably saying, well, is his role to be an offensive defenseman? And if you're asking yourself that, you're asking yourself the right question, because that's not his role. It's not to say he won't chip in with offense. Again, we saw the production there that he does. But his main role is to be that defensive defenseman. In fact, he's a finalist for the NCHC Defensive Defenseman of the Year. So this guy's a stay-at-home defenseman, and I'm using that kind of liberally here. He's not really just Hal Gill, if you will, standing beside the net, clearing it up, and that's it. No. Yes, he does that, but he also contributes to the game offensively. What else do we know about him outside of how many points he scores, how tall he is, and how big he is? Well, he's an okay skater. You can see from this clip here that he opens up a nice little space for himself to release a shot. Unfortunately, it doesn't go in. But his skating isn't going to hold him back. And of course, I've only showed you one clip. That's all I've got. But his skating is not an issue. It's mechanically okay. It's not going to hold him back. And that's all you really worry about, specifically when it comes to defensive defensemen. You're not looking for Devon Toews here. When it comes to his shot, he's got a hard shot, as most defensemen do, and specifically guys who are 6'4". He can really torque it. Maybe work on some accuracy, but you know, we're used to that with Ryan Pulock. But other than that, he's got an okay shot. Neither of those two are going to hold him back to become a pro. Can he reach the NHL with both of those? We shall see. The main takeaway here is that the Islanders are interested in a right shot defenseman and seem poised to get him. Will they? Remains to be seen. This guy played in a Pittsburgh Penguins training camp, so they have some interest there as well. But again, it looks like the Islanders are front runners. We'll see if they actually, see it through and he signs on the dotted line for them. But that's what you need to know about this guy, Aidan Fulp. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button. And if you have already, thank you, thank you, thank you.